Comics are absolutely unique in the way that they tell stories.
Just the ability to portray what's in your mind. Photography's good, but it captures what's there. But with art, really, with drawing, especially, the boundaries are, there are none. It's limitless.
Hey, Steven. How's the script going?
It's alright. Still working on.
Where are you?
Alright, cool. I'm Steven.
I'm Mikey.
And we're just making a nice little thriller horror movie comic book.
I'm going to be illustrating the comic book. I'm going to take his script and just draw it out.
Yeah, and I'll be writing it. Basically, the comic book is about like this kid who, when he was a child, encounters this murder that happened in his neighborhood that was like a big mystery, and like nobody knew what happened, and he was accused of it because he was nearby when it happened. And later on in his life, he kind of forgets about it until recently when he encounters something that reminds him of that, and it's about that reinvention of that murder and like how he's dealing with it currently, and like what's he gonna do with it? Is he gonna like find out like who killed it, and like where is that gonna lead him? So it's like it tells a definite story, and once we're finished with it, we are going to like just hand it out to like people, like friends around school and just everyone, like see what they think of it. I mean, it's just gonna be like a little fun project we're gonna be doing. So.
But the generation that's coming into comics now, when they come in, they've got just a lot more options in terms of storytelling and genre and things like that. And so with all those options available to them, they're gonna I think they're gonna get sucked into just the better storytelling. So it's kind of a good time to get into comics in that respect.
Well, yeah, so anything else other than dialogue and the cloak that you think is needs to be improved?
Was like his little rant to himself in the car supposed to be about music and stuff? Was that supposed to be like one of the personalities, or?
No, it was just him.
That was just him.
And his job. And take it out, you think?
That was kind of weird. Maybe fix it up a little.
Okay.
Make it not so creepy.
Oh. Actually, you know why I put that in there?
Why?
It's because like I have arguments like that with myself all the time. You're saying that's creepy?
When he was like talking about analyzing music, and he was saying how people use like flowery dialogue and or like words and stuff, after he just did what he said he hated.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe I should prove the context of it.
The vision is a very pure one from conception to production, and you don't get that in any other medium really in the arts, and in terms of like sort of mass-produced arts. So if a young creator has an idea of what life is like, and they bring it to, and they produce that comic, and that comic is published, then it's a much truer vision of what life is like as a young person or whatever. And so when a young person comes to read that product, they're getting a kind of truth there, that a beeline to truth that they can't really get in film and things like that.
It still retains the energy, and it really, in an image, gets across what's going on in the story. And that's a real, to have you see, to make a picture worth 1,000 words is difficult. They always say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Only a good picture.
If you want just art, then you can look through there are all kinds of like eye candy magazines out there, you know, but if the story's not being told, then it's not going to keep you coming back month after month to that particular, you know, thing. Once you've seen that face or that character drawn umpteen different ways, you know, you've kind of had your fill. It's like, you know, the interesting thing is what's that character about, and what's the journey they're going on, and what's their emotional arc, and that sort of, how can we relate to them. So art might draw people in. I think the thing that's going to keep people there is story.
We would consider something by Thomas Kincaid. Consider that art, right? You know, would anybody dispute that? Would you dispute it? That's totally commercialized. He's cranking those things out. In fact, he doesn't even do 100% of the painting himself. Yet we would still consider that art. So I think a good portion of art out there is commercialized. I don't think that makes it less art. I think that if you focus on the commercialization of it, it can undermine the quality of the art. But I would definitely say that comic books are art.
The thing that's really magical about them is it's something that every generation has done. It's like, it's something that we all can relate to, and it's a medium that combines art and like words, just basically. It's just like a pure medium of expression, and you can't really find it in films or music. You can find an aspect of it, but it's not as concentrated as it is in comic books.
You know, people, you can look at a comic book page and sort of think, oh, well, this, you know, this could just be the storyboard to a film. We could take this directly from the comics page and put it, you know, put it directly into film, and it would work. But I don't think that's the case. I think that there are issues of pacing and of you know, and of collaboration and things that make this art form, which it is, a truly unique type of storytelling. And it's that, I think it's that uniqueness that has carried it, you know, through so many decades.